Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the greatest of all time, the guy who got smoked during the beef of 24, and the guy who dropped his last album, solo album, in 2023. We are talking about no other than Drake Aubrey Graham himself. Let's do it. So, as some of you may know, Drake is going to be dropping his newest album very soon, titled Iceman, an album that, I'm going to be honest with you, about a month and a half ago, I just didn't give a shit about. But after this corny ass rollout, I somehow am actually excited for it. I can't believe this very unique rollout. I will say that. Um, Somehow turn around from something that was really boring and a failure, in my opinion, to something that was very different and got people talking and ultimately excited for this album that he's going to be dropping. Because let's face it, this is his first solo album that he's going to be dropping since the beef with Kendrick Lamar, and that is huge. This is a statement album that Drake needs to go balls to the wall with to prove something to people that he still got it, that he can still rap his ass off, he can still do all that shit, right? Like, sure, we want Drake who's gonna switch it up and have some fun, but we need a serious tone going into this album. I know people were like, we don't want to hear him address it at all, like it never happened. It's like he need to talk about it a little bit or something like that. But yeah, man, let's just talk about it because originally this rollout was boring. It was a failure, in my opinion. The live streams and stuff with the cinematic shots and everything from transitioning from live stream to live stream, like it just felt so forced and staged. It's like it was trying to be something that was cinematic and everything like that. And I thought it just ended up being very corny. Again, that's whole Drake's brand is that he's really corny, but sometimes he can get away with it. We'll get to when it got away with it here in a second with the ice blocks and everything like that. But I really just want to talk about the live streams and stuff. I thought they were boring. The snippets were boring. Everything about it I just thought was boring, drawn out, and overplayed. And that's why we moved on from like the 3 episodes of Iceman, the live streams, and everything. I thought it was a bit of a joke. But here comes the ice blocks that I thought was so goofy. I was like, of course Jake would do this. He would put a bunch of ice blocks in the downtown area of Toronto. And the whole premise was, well, he has the release date within those ice blocks, immersed within one of the blocks, and he wanted people to go break them and stuff like that, just to get people engaged and more excited for the album. And somehow it fucking worked. It got everyone talking. It got live streamers there, going there. People were trying to break it, melt the blocks and stuff like that. People were making a bunch of memes on Instagram, Twitter, and everything like that. You got businesses over here like KFC, DoorDash, Popeyes, the UFC, all making jokes and like posting their own stuff with Iceman related like that, with the ice blocks and everything like that. Like the ice block stuff got pretty viral in my opinion. Like everyone was talking about it. And like it's so corny. Like I can't stress this enough that this whole rollout has been so corny, but I think it's working and it has worked, especially with the ice block stuff, with the ice cubes and everything like that. You got everyone talking about it. And a lot of people got engaged with it, and the community seemed like pretty thrilled about it because they're like, this is a unique rollout because it is. I've never seen anything like that. Most most rappers don't care or try with the rollout, and I appreciate Drake for trying with this rollout. It was different, like the live stream stuff and everything like that, the cinematic shots. I'll say this: I didn't like it, but it was different. It was unique, and now we have this, the ice block stuff, super corny for the Iceman fucking title of the album, but people were excited, and finally, after like 2 days or anything like that, waiting, people trying to find it. Someone finally found it, and the release date is May 15th. So within 2 weeks from me recording this today, the album will officially be out if he's not a liar, and I believe him. Um, so yeah, I think this was a successful rollout. Very last minute rollout that I thought blew off the charts, bro. I think people were excited, and I think this album is gonna perform really well. But this is like a pivotal moment in Drake's career. I mean, his career is like pretty much already solidified at this point. But after the beef, this is an important album because obviously this is his first solo album since, For All the Dogs. And in my opinion, For All the Dogs was not a good album. Some Sexy Songs for You, that collab album, also was not a good album. The last good album, in my opinion, that he dropped was Her Loss, and that's been a while ago. So let's get let's like focus up again and let's like get serious and drop some good shit because I'm not here to listen to another mid album with like a bunch of skips on there. So I'm looking forward to this album. So yeah. And another thing I want to talk about, Drake already announced the release date, and you got Academics doing the worst gimmick ever, where he just acts like he's an insider for Drake. He's best friends with him. He knows all the information. He's like, Iceman coming soon, Iceman coming soon. And then you had Fantano just like trolling the internet, being like, oh yeah, I just put out information when Iceman was gonna drop. When you know damn well he wasn't trolling. He meant it, and he backtracked and was like, "Oh yeah, guys, I was just trolling. Social experiment, guys. It didn't go my way. Social experiment. It was just a prank, bro. Get your goofy ass out of here, bro." And academics, you too, bro. Like, what do you mean? It's sooner than later, brother. He already gave us the release date. What do you academics? What are you doing? What is your purpose? What is your role? Like, get out of here, bro. Bobby Athoff got an interview before you, bro. Like, he don't like you. He barely fucks with you, bro. Like, he just uses you. He doesn't like you. Drake does not like academics. So I don't know what's going on there with that. All I know is that the hype is very real for this album, and everyone's talking about it. You got people posting snippets, all these garbage images and stuff like that. You got people making these AI songs. I can't tell you what are leaks these days or not anymore. These snippets from the album are real or not, because everything seems to be fucking AI these days. So I wouldn't know. However, I will say this album I'm excited for, although I'm very concerned about the features. Some features I want, I'll say this. I've seen people fucking being corny as hell, being like, I don't want Future on there because they were beefing, and if Future gets on there, it just means that Drake is soft and like he just forgave him and everything like that. And it just makes me feel like a slap in the face as a fan. And it's like, brother, it is never that serious. And plus, Drake and Future's beef was like never even that deep. It was just, I don't even know what it was about. I think it was about a girl or something. It was like, who cares, right? It never got that serious. All Drake said was, I gave you your first #1 and I put it in your hand. Like, that's literally as deep as the beef really went. Like, there was nothing really that heated that I give a shit about. I don't like Future. However, I would be excited to see that on his album, right? Um, Travis Scott could be cool. Future, I know, was gonna make the album that is gonna fucking piss me off is Sexy Red. She's 100. I genuinely think there's 100% chance she's making the album, and that aggravates me because she was on For All the Dogs and her verse pissed me off. A great song with a terrible feature from her. I just didn't like it. I just don't like her music, and this her verses and the topics she talks about. I just don't like that. I just don't want that many features, to be honest. I don't want Yeet. And I think Yeet is gonna be on here. Terrible. Central C, I think, is gonna be on here. I also don't want him in here. I want like 3 features and just let's move on with my life, bro. Like, J. Cole would be cool. I don't think he's gonna be on here. Future is one of the only artists I want on here. I want Future. I want, like, who can Drake get, because no one even fucks with him anymore. It's like strange. Like 4 or 5 years ago, Baby Keem was a possibility. Nowadays, no, that's throw it out the window. That's not gonna happen, right? No one fucks with this dude. Can't get ASAP Rocky. He just dropped the album. He don't fuck with you. Can't get Baby Keem. Obviously, he don't fuck with you. You can't get anyone like Metro Boomin on there. 21 Savage, you can get him on there, but he's kind of like played out at this point. I don't really want to hear that. Like, what do? You can't get, obviously, you can't get ASAP Rocky. Can't get Rick Ross. Not that everyone fucking wanted him to begin with. Like, who can he get? Who he's gonna get? Chris Brown? I mean, shit, might as well at that point. You might get Morgan Wallen at that point too. It's like, I don't know. The feature stuff is a bit of a trick. It's a bit of a mess. I don't want Party Next Door. Party Next Door is ass. He got carried on that collab album. I don't want to see that either. So the options for the features are pretty bleak. I would just keep it at a minimum. Get 3 features on there. Call it a day. But yeah, I think this album is going to sell between 500,000 units to 600,000 units within its first week, assuming he drops it on a freaking Friday and not some bullshit ass day, because May 15th is a Sunday. So it's not going to count its full tracking period, which I don't know why these rappers do that. Why are you dropping on a random weekend when you could capitalize on the maximum sales possible within that tracking period of that week? For Billboard, just drop it on a Friday. You're Drake, you're gonna go #1. Why are you dropping it on a Sunday? Makes no sense. A lot of these massive artists do that. Kanye does it, Drake does it, J. Cole does it. Actually, I don't think J. Cole did it for his last album. Kendrick Lamar does it too. It's just so freaking annoying. Just drop it on Friday at 12 a.m. Eastern time. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's just stupid. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this album. I think this rollout has been very successful. It's got people talking. Streamers are talking about it. Everyone is talking about it. And I think this rollout went from boring to something that was exciting but very corny. It fits Drake's brand and persona like perfectly. And I'll give this rollout a B plus just because of that ice block stuff. I think it generally saved the rollout. And the hype is back and it's real.